You know who they are inside because that's the person that you fell in love with. When your union comes in, you want the transition to be smooth, natural, easy, and effortless. And if you're choosing that and working towards that right now, if you're taking the steps that you're guided to take. Hello, everyone. Today I'm going to be talking about the stages of the twin flame journey. Now, lots of people talk about there being 7 stages, there being however many, and they talk about separation being a phase, but it's not. It's not a stage. I'm going to be talking about the 4 key stages, which are the decision, when you actually decide to be with your twin flame and committing to unconditional love, the meeting phase, encountering your twin flame and moving into feeling a deep, deep connection, the upset stage, where triggers and emotional wounds are brought up for healing, and unconditional love, reaching the stage of harmony, acceptance, and love without conditions, which enables your union to come in and you will flow together. These stages are sequential but not linear. Part of you might be in the upset stage, another part might be in unconditional love. There may still be parts of you that are at the meeting stage. It's all okay. Making the decision is super important at the start of your journey because your choice is unbelievably powerful. Once you've decided to be with your twin flame, they're already yours. Then all you need to do is take the divinely guided action steps to manifest the physical union and connection in the way that you desire. But once you've chosen it, it's already happened on the inside. You've already called them in or started calling them in. The law of attraction will bring them to you. When you first meet your twin flame, it will feel like home, yeah, sure. Whilst the soul recognition and the fireworks might not be immediate, there will be some recognition on some level. Your heart knows, your heart always knows. It's okay for you not to be sure at the moment. And many people didn't know who their twin flame was or didn't know that their twin flame was right in front of them until they were ready to come into union. Then all of a sudden they were able to see their person and recognize them because they were finally seeing themselves clearly. So however it unfolds for you is okay. Very often meeting your twin flame and then feeling mega connected happens really quickly. You might think, well, how on earth can I feel this way about this person when I've only just met them, or I've only met them a few times or a couple of times? Well, it's because you already know them. You've known them in countless lifetimes. You've been created together. They are you. So everything just feels like it slots into place. And then more often than not, you'll find that you can't be together for some reason. But that's okay. That's just because there's blocks to love there. It doesn't mean you can't ever be with them or you have to wait till the next life or anything like that. If you're using the mirror exercise, you can clear the blocks to love pretty easily and quickly. And that will attract your union and magnify your person and your life of your dreams to you. Yeah, and then if you've been around each other, some people call it the third energy, but the energy of twin flames naturally is so powerful and intense. It's gonna bring everything up to the surface of consciousness that's out of alignment with love. These are the upsets. These are the blocks. They're bringing the blocks to the surface, the blocks to love, so that you can acknowledge them, clear them, release them. You can see what they are and get to work on them by choosing to let them go and bringing unconditional self-love to that place. Your twin flame always chooses with you, so they will always show you what you're really choosing. Some of these choices may be subconscious. People tend not to consciously choose separation, but it's okay. It doesn't matter where that choice is coming from within consciousness. As soon as you become aware of it, you can make a new choice, you can change it, you can heal it. And this is what your twin flame is doing during the upset stage. They're pointing you to the places that need realigning with love. So your union can snap back into its natural state, which is together. And your natural state is together. Separation is what's unnatural and unfamiliar. That's why it always feels so bad. That's why union feels so good. Because you can't take these upsets with you into your union. You can't take your fears with you. You have to leave them at the door. If you're in a place at the moment where you're experiencing not peace, or if you're not peaceful at the moment, then when you come together with your twin flame, if you haven't healed it, you'll experience more not peace. If you're experiencing separation consciousness right now, if you come together with your twin flame and it's still there, you'll experience separation when you're with your twin flame, and you won't have a nice time. So that's the only reason they're not around right now, because it wouldn't be compassionate to be right in each other's faces with all this stuff coming up for release. So sometimes it's more compassionate to just focus on your healing, release what doesn't serve you, so that you'll be able to connect with your person in the way that you really want to. Maybe you weren't able to connect as deeply with them as you would have liked before. When your union comes in, you want the transition to be smooth, natural, easy, and effortless. And if you're choosing that and working towards that right now, if you're taking the steps that you're guided to take, it doesn't matter if it doesn't feel like you're doing very much. If you're doing what you can, that is more than enough. You're building a rock solid foundation for a really healthy, happy, unstoppable union. And I understand it can be easier said than done to love them unconditionally, because it's unconditional love that brings you together. Even in the face of these upsets and blocks that they're bringing up, and the unpleasant stuff that they're reflecting, the stuff that hasn't been healed yet, the stuff that needs looking at, the really uncomfortable feelings, the painful feelings, the feelings of abandonment, of rejection, of being beliefs in being unlovable, unwanted. But you know your person, you know your twin flame already, you know yourself, you know your twin flame. That's not who they really are, the mirroring, the reflecting. You know who they are inside, because that's the person that you fell in love with. So you can keep loving the person, but not the blocks that are being shown. For example, if a child is having a tantrum, the parent knows that the child is acting in a deluded way, but it doesn't diminish the parent's love for the child. Can you separate the person from the behaviour? I mean, having said all that, of course, it's absolutely vital that you never accept bad behaviour or abusive behaviour from anyone at all, including your twin flame. So set boundaries where necessary. And don't worry about scaring your person away or pushing them away if you set a boundary. Even if it appears like that in the immediate moments afterwards, that's not what's actually happening. Really, setting a boundary with your twin flame and valuing yourself with them is pretty much the most attractive and magnetic thing you can do. You can't lose your twin flame. Let them have their little tantrum, because you don't let them have their own way. By doing what's right for you, you're doing what's right for your union and for your togetherness. And so unconditional love is a place that you want to arrive at. And it's okay if you're not there just yet. It's a learning curve, it's a process. It might require quite a few steps to get from where you are right now to where you want to be, and that's okay. But the way to do it, and this is what makes the mirror exercise much, much faster than meditation on its own, is that you literally go to the places within that you don't want to go to. You go to all the uncomfortable places and you feel your feelings there. You have to acknowledge your feelings. You have to validate them. That's very important. If you're wanting acknowledgement from your twin flame, it's because you need to give yourself acknowledgement in these places. And forgiveness comes into play as well. And it's really, really important too. But really, you don't have to worry about forgiving your twin flame for whatever it is you perceive that they've done or not done. Just forgive yourself, and the forgiveness of your twin flame will come naturally. So if you'd like some help with navigating the difficult feelings, the uncomfortable feelings, and coming to a state of peace and unconditional love that your union can arise from, you can book a session with me. The link is in the description below. And now I recommend these videos for you. Bye-bye.